Yes, welcome back to the second stanza of the program, The Conversation, coming to you from TV 360 here in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Nelson Ekujumi, and I still have with me in the studio Peter Clever Opara. Peter, thank you for staying with us on the program.
Yeah, you are welcome.
Yeah, we're having a good conversation. In this second stanza of the program, I want to look at Nigeria's performance at the recently concluded Paris Olympics.
Okay.
Because while that game was going on, we had a lot of socio-economic disturbances and disruptions in Nigeria. But fortunately for some of us, we were using that games to liven up our spirits. Okay. Because we live a life of hope. If not because of hope, we'll not be here today. Yeah. And we're hopeful that tomorrow will be better than today. Yeah. But looking at the performance of Nigeria at the 2024 Olympic Games, one is very sad that in Nigeria, that in previous Olympics, we were hopefuls in sports like table tennis, boxing, weightlifting, track and field. Today, we are like a people who don't know what we are doing. And I'm asking, what happened to our boxing prowess? Remember in those days, the Davison Ande, the Obisi Anwakpa, the Jeremiah Okorojuju, Peter Konyegwachi. You talk about athletics, the Chidi Imo, the Ezenwa brothers, the Deji Aliu. Even if we don't win individual medals, in the relay team, you can be rest assured that we'll get medals. Unfortunately for us, one of our medal hopefuls, Favor of Philly, was not registered for one of the events.
100 meters.
100 meters, and it drew the anger of even the sports minister. So, is it that those saddled with managing our sports, they are taking us down the drain? Because one expects that in other countries, immediately the Olympics ends, preparation for the next Olympics begins. So, how can we expect to get something out of nothing? What have we invested in our athletes that we expect medals, to come? Even though one recognizes that the essence of Olympics is about participation, is about world global unity. It's not about the winning or not winning. But at times, you need to make people understand the prowess, the skills that God has endowed your people with. And that is what we exchange with one another at the global stage like the Olympics. You look at all the events we participated in, we didn't win any medal.
It's really sad, really, maybe talking as a nation. But then, that challenges us as a nation, and it's not the first time we have gone without any medal. I think in 2012, we didn't win any medal.
We didn't win any medal, yes.
And then, some of those, we have some splattering of medals here and there. But I feel what needs to be done is that we have to take sports serious, like the United States, which have been consistently topping the medal table in several Olympics now. I think it is, and taking it serious is that have a deliberate plan. What is our sports plan? I don't know. That should survive many years. We need to have a permanent sports plan. We need to have Games Village. Different types of sports are taken year in, year round. We are sportsmen, trained. We are people. Then we need to bring the corporate sector, because in the United States, it's not even the government that funds sports. It's the corporate sector, individual, that funds sports. We need to have a permanent funding plan for sports so that anybody we can harness targets, train them, put them in the right frame to participate in international competitions always. If that, because what we have now is fire brigade option. When any sports is approaching, we go and bring them and people. We say go, and we cannot win medals that way.
Peter, yeah. I talked about table tennis, for example.
Okay.
And I was discussing at another fora,
okay,
where we discussed that when we were growing up,
okay,
at least the two of us sitting down here, we are past 5 decades on Earth now.
Of course.
I remember when we were growing up, there's no streets in this country that you not see 2 to 3 table tennis boards where people are playing table tennis.
Okay. These days you have snooker balls where cultists and weed smokers.
Yes.
That's what you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I recollect that in those days, there was the mobile track and field.
Sure.
Do we still have it?
So many sports.
There was the national sports. What's the essence of the national sports festival?
Good. And then the school sports.
The school sports, the Principal's Cup.
It's a whole gamut.
Yes, a whole gamut.
Competitions. But then now, if you even watch very well, there were so many Nigerians that were shining for other countries. That is because they migrated to those countries and were exposed.
Yes, they were exposed to those facilities.
Training facilities that help them to develop their talents and mature for these competitions, which we don't have. We don't have a permanent thing. We must have a sports trust fund at the national, state, local government levels, where we can even harness talent. First and foremost, spot out the talents. Yes,
catch them young.
Put them through processes of training. We can, people could be professional sportsmen. We need to make people know, the people that excel in various sports can do look at them. Nigerians who are winning medals for Germany, for United States,
yes,
for many other countries. One of the finest players in France, in the French national team, was a Nigerian. This Olise. Michael Olise, one of the finest players on the field.
Yeah.
But he's a Nigerian, and all those kind of things. So let us have a sports blueprint, a sports plan, and a sports trust fund, which will bring the corporate sectors to donate to sports development in the country. And from catch them young, you train them through a process. Let us even look at it. How is it that the East Africans have monopolized long distance?
Yes.
These are things we can look at and see.
No,
can't we compete in those competitions?
Peter, traditionally, the East Africans are specialists in the long distance races.
Yes.
But we are the short distance.
Short distance.
So, what has happened to us?
Okay.
The school sports festival.
Okay.
How are we faring with it? You look at if not for the investment by some states, for example, like Lagos State.
Okay.
If not for the only functional stadia that can compete globally is the Mobalaji Johnson Arena in Onikon. In Onikon. Yes, the Teslim Balogun Stadium is undergoing repairs. The National Stadium, just directly of it, opposite it, has become derelict. Nothing is happening there.
Yes.
You look at in those days where Nigeria is a country that is blessed with aquatic splendor.
Yeah.
So, people from Ondo, Delta, River State, how come we cannot harness their swimming potentials and be competing
in this
at the world stage?
Why?
So, I think the time has come for us all to start challenging our... Today, you look at the Nigerian football, for example. The last time we won an African, a continental trophy was with our football clubs. Was with Enyimba, I think, in 2003. This is almost 21 years now.
Yes, I've lost count,
No Nigerian team has even qualified for finals.
It's the North Africans,
yes,
and sometimes Central Africans, South Africans that are
so there. Is it that we
why
don't?
Is it so?
Because
why
we are not harnessing our talent.
There was a time followership. Our National League was so heavy, so
the days of the stationary stores.
Yes, of course.
ICC of Ibadan, Rangers, Enyimba,
Heartland, all of them. You see them.
Now it is every Sunday.
Raka Rovers, Mighty Jones, and all those
United.
What happened? There was a time that the wrong commentaries and you follow the sports on the radio and all those. What happened? Let us think of all this. There is need to develop this. But on a brighter note, I think I was impressed by the performance of the Tigers. I watched their match. I was privileged to watch almost all their matches. I watched the one they beat Australia, the 4th-ranked team in the world in basketball. The 4th-ranked women team.
That is to show you
they beat Australia. They lost to France. And now beat Canada, which was the 5th-ranked team. It was a no-mean feat. And I believe that if not, that we are pitted against United States, we seem to have had the monopoly in that game, we would have advanced further. Maybe we would have had a medal at the end of the day.
I just hope that those in authorities are watching us and they are, aggregating the opinions of Nigerians. We are not happy about our performance at this last Olympics. And even our performance in sports globally.
Let's start working now.
Let's start basic.
Let's have a sports trust fund.
Yes, one sector where we can reduce unemployment and curb the rate of crime.
Secondary school sports must come back.
Is our sports.
Things, and
because
it doesn't
sports
take much.
Is a money spinning industry.
Yeah.
People can become billionaires. If our children have the confidence, can see the green light, that look, with these sports, I can be whatever I want to be.
Yes.
We'll take a lot of them off the streets.
Off the streets, yes.
They'll become, role model. They'll become national ambassadors.
Some dogs can be boxers.
Yes, can be boxers.
And so many other
but
things.
now we don't even have to. We don't even
Yes.
seem to have specialization in any field.
Sure.
No, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable.
It must be a deliberate
Yes,
policy.
we must.
Deliberate sports policy must come on place.
Yes.
And sports trust fund set up to fund sports in the country.
I agree with you, Peter.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we want to call it a wrap on the conversation today. Till we come, I thank Peter very much for coming. Thank you for coming onto the program today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Till we come away again next time, please continue to watch the conversation coming to you from TV 360 here in Lagos, Nigeria. Have a great day. Bye-bye.